Greetings fellow captains and welcome back to Taimanin Squad. We have a small update today, and as we can see right here, we are basically getting one free copy of Karakamo if you log in for 27 days, and we also get a 5-star promotion certificate, which are extremely rare, which I desperately need because I still don't have a 6-star. But that is not all. We also have a new character that we need to meet. As I was saying, that we need to take a look at. Where is she? Here he is, Nasara. Okay, what do we have here? Technique support. Okay, let's see what we have. What do we have? Steals one random buff at 30% chance on last attack. Interesting. This can go back to 50%. Okay, that's actually very nice. Let's see, initial sharp sword. 3 attacks. Targets random enemies. Steals 2 random buffs from the target on last attack. Okay, so this. Okay, she is just a flat-out buff stealer. Quite interesting. Now, this is random attacks, and only have it on the last attack, so you can only steal buffs from one target, but you are stealing 2 of them, so really interesting. Attacks all enemies 2 times. The following effect applied depending on the total number of buffs among all allies. Reduce the duration of all enemies buff at 1 turn. Brutal. Reduce the duration of all enemies turn by 50%. Decent. Grants shield equal to 26% of character's max HP to all others excluding the character. Interesting. So she plays really nice with all these buffers out there. And she also steals buffs for all that, obviously. And passive. Before their turn ends, copies one of their buffs and grants it to 2 random adds at the end of the turn. Ooh. So if there is ever a time in the future where there is like a super buff that is only granted to 1 character, she has a chance of sending it over to, well, no, she will send it over to 2 other characters. Quite an interesting character we have here. And crit resistance are in all battles. Okay. Okay. I'm pretty sure that is not how capes work, but we'll let it go for now. Okay, what's her story? Intellectual life from the eternally appeared in the demon realm. It used to wander demon realm, swallowing matter and other life forms on instinct and absorbing their knowledge, but now she seems to lead a leisurely life as a member of the type of agency on Yumihara. Oh, so is she Andros Varja's assistant or something? Though she has assumed the form of a human woman, her body is composed of countless tentacles capable of transforming into various shapes. She possesses little in the way of emotions and is a living creature that does not show hostility towards others unless they are enemies or prey. However, it is said that once she is provoked, she retaliates and continues until their opponents are utterly destroyed. Curious? Now, weapons. Let's see. This switches her ultimate to, depending on the total number of buffs amongst all enemies. Oh, removes 1 random buff for our enemies, reduces the true gout, and heals. Interesting. This is actually a very nice variation here. Punish teams that go first and stack up all those buffs. Interesting. Second weapon. This is for her passive. This is the one that copies 1 buff on her to another one. If others run to the character before the turn ends, copies 2 of their buffs and grants them to an ally with the highest attack. 2 random allies. Copies 2 of their buffs. Okay, so this focuses on your, basically on your arena carry character. Interesting. Okay, now we are not done yet. We do have a few patch notes we need to go over here. Here we go. Let us see. Karakamo login event. Yes, we really like this. Step up package, obviously. And weapon will not be added to premium special recruit, but they will be added to the assembly or weapon development after September 17th. Very nice. That means you have a chance to get her eventually. New story and bond. Spring Tea, the mysterious supermodel. Koharu and Takain Kaworu. Okay, let's take a look who those are. Bond. Oh, these 2. Okay, we'll take a look at that later. Interesting. I say interesting a lot. We good? Yes, we good. Okay, let's see. Moving on. Assemble weapon development update. Assemble. A new character has been added to the special recruit. Karakamo, okay. And her Scarlet Diadem, okay. We looked at that during her release event. Lobby random display. This is self-explanatory. A sorting function by each stat has been entered character requirements. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Introduction bar has been added to Codex character. This feature is only accessible to characters you currently own. Okay, let's take a look at that. Character Codex. So let's see.
Taimanin, Mizuki Yukikaze yo. なんでまた自己紹介しなければいけないのよ。
Okay. Well, so that's something we have now. Okay then. Let's see, what else? In-game changes. Begins on August 1st. The following balance adjustments will be applied in the upcoming season. The max HP of the bosses on every 10th floor will be increased, and the HP proportional damage taken will be significantly reduced. Okay, yeah, I kind of agree with this. Characters like Aki were extremely strong, and now that everybody has Summer Rinko, this is basically a necessary change to ensure that the arena remains challenging but not and unexploitable. Their attack will be slightly reduced. Okay, we get something in return. The types of bosses on every 10th floor will be changed. Obviously, we expected this. On the bosses on 10, 20, and 30 will have their weakness counts reduced to 1. In return, these weaknesses will be changed to debuffs that are easier to accumulate exposure, such as bleed, poison, and burn. Okay, so people were obviously able to stack the weaknesses extremely quickly and take the boss down very quickly. Let's see, battle boost ticket location change. The battle boost ticket has been added to exchange post gems for permanent purchase. Added a battle boost ticket you add to both main story and extermination deployment screens. You can now view your current balance and purchase more on the spot, similar to energy. Okay, this is fine, really. Mission control ticket purchase limit increased. The purchase limits for discounted mission control tickets in exchange with gems has been increased by 10. This costs gems, so we'll be doing that. Max rank increased to 130. Merge added. Merge polishing tools for high power batteries and vice versa. So this is to create modules and to create what is it? Let's go take a look at that real quick. If we go to it's not exchange post, is it research lab, type research? No, that's straight research, core crafting. So this should be here, but if it's not there, then it's gotta be in the inventory. Should be these high power batteries, exchange post and arena merge. We can turn these into these. Yep, okay. These are for, if I'm not mistaken, we just saw that. It's the research lab here. So cores require this, and modules require, you require both of them, so you can, that way you can use one to input the other. Okay, that's fine. That's a nice change. Okay, now we have this. The grants another removal of 30% attack buff at the start of a round. This used to be only last 2 turns. Then they reduced it to 2 turns, and now it lasts forever. However, this is not as strong as it can be. If we go over to my characters, if we go to my Asagi here, we can see that you can stack the normal one, which grants 12.5. So 3 would be 30. 24 plus 12 is 36.5% attack total if you stack 3 of these. However, these do not grant an actual buff. And as we just saw recently, they want basically this to count as a buff, so it can trigger certain effects, such as Gosha Yukikaze can trigger her overcharge buff. So we have that. The 3 defense one is very interesting there. Gonna try to try that one. Kozaka Shizuru skill revision. Shizuru. Who is Shizuru? Is it our red healer? Kozaka Shizuru. Yes, it is. Okay, what changes did they make to you? Skid 3, Sprout Garden before. Okay, now, currently, restores the HP of allies. By how much? It doesn't say. Oh, okay, I see. It's clearing it up. Okay, so, it heals. If the target has more than 35%, it restores by this much. If the character has less than 35%, it restores this much. Okay, that works. Sprout Garden restores the HP of all allies by 22% of her own max HP. Hold on, let me hide this. Yep, there we go. So if we take a look at this skill, is it this? Which one is it? Sprout Garden. Thorn Rose, Healing Petals, Sprout Garden. Yeah, it's this same one. So what is the difference here? Skill 3 Sprout Garden, before, after. Oh, okay. I think this might be because one of her weapons changes it. Let's take a look at her weapons. Weapon, is it this one? Yeah, that changes that one. Yes, it's this one. Yeah, pretty sure it's in relation to this skill. Moving on. Let's see. Amamiya Shizui skill revisions. Shizui. I believe Shizui is her? I think. No, that's Hisui. Okay, who is Amamiya Hisui? Oh, here we go. I sometimes see her in Arena, but she really isn't used that much. So let's take a look at what changes they made to her. Skill Wave 3 Arrow Light. Okay, if the target has 2 or more buffs, removes all buffs before the attack. Significant change, now it only requires 2 instead of 3 buffs. Good. Grants herself a shield equal to 109% of the character's defense to 2 allies with the lowest HP except those after the attack. Interesting, they really gave her a strength up and really made her focus on being a defensive tank. Okay. Interesting change. And then Wave Art Arrow Light. This is for her moment, her weapon. All the targets buff before the attack, damage increasing both in defense, and it is now grants shield. Okay, interesting. So I believe that is for her weapon version, just like Shizui weapon. Yep, should be for that one. Okay, next. Let's see. Passive skill, Guardian's Touchdown. If HP less than 50% grants super safe shield to the character when hit. If the enemy used a debuff block skill, decrease the duration of all enemies debuff block by 1 turn. Interesting. Oh, this makes her extremely strong in Arena. In Arena, a lot of characters that apply debuff block are used quite a lot. So now Shiranui. Is it Shiranui? Is Mom Shiranui? Where are you? Yeah, so Shiranui's skill 3 grants debuff block. So if she is on the field, it will reduce this by 1 turn. And I believe our elf lady here that we just got recently for free. Where are you? I know you're around here somewhere. Stop hiding. Her. I believe she also applies debuff block. Yes, this. So this will reduce this to 1 turn. I like these changes to her. Let's highlight her once again. Really like these changes to her. And let's see, it should be right here. Should be active now. Yes. Always active passive effect regardless of cooldown. Interesting. So if your opponent tries to use 2 characters with debuff block, their basically other buffs would immediately expire. Okay. They definitely gave her an Arena niche right there with that. Very strong too. Kukichi Aoi skill revisions. Okay. Kukichi Aoi. It's about sound, so who could it be? Who could it be? Let's look for her. Oh, her. Okay. She is extremely powerful in Arena because her skill 3 applies debuff block. Is it her? No, yeah, skill 2. Buff disable. Very, very strong. And also applies passive skill disable, so she is extremely strong in Arena. What did they do to you? Fixed in the Twitter series directly affect the effect which already functioned properly. Okay. Sound Art Dolce. Every time the character gets a buff, reduces the cooldown of all skills by 1 turn. Oh, really? Wait, what? I am reading this right? Sound Art Dolce. Oh, must be by one of her weapon skills. Must be for this one. Was not expecting that animation. Yeah, here it is. Of all skills by 1 turn. Interesting. Improve the skill description of these effects to be more intuitive. Before attacks random enemies, performs any attacks. Okay, yes. And give me improvements. Improve so that when using bulk cell for character and core at maximum capacity, you will not automatically close. To drag and reorder characters already on the set deployment. Oh, this I really like. Duplicate deployment is possible for characters below rare uncommon on the deployment slots. That's fine. Improve the repeat battle queue so that characters who have reached their max level are no longer displayed. That's actually useful. An input acceleration effect when holding down the plus and minus buttons. Input acceleration effect when holding down the... Oh, hold on. I know what this is. If we go to... let's see. Let's go down to some trash enemy that we need to level up anyway. If we go to level up and we keep this pressed... That should have been it. Not sure why it's not doing anything. That is what it is, right? When holding on the input acceleration effect when holding on the plus and minus buttons. Input acceleration effect. Oh, I can't because it... Okay, let's try using a neutral one. Nope, it's not there. So where is this for? Input acceleration effect holding the plus and minus buttons. Where is this for? No idea. It's added displays for your personal highest or recent turn count for currencies in arena, meh, and fixed typos. Anyway, that seems to be everything. Now we are, I believe, heading, in the last week of the summer event. I would like to warn you that there is a very high likelihood that next month in August we get kimono units. And I believe there are currently 6 kimono units data in the game. One of them is Yukikaze. So I'm going to run an experiment where I don't waste my tickets for the event and see if they actually carry over to the next event. But anyway, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.